Hello! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If you have never seen my face before, then thank you so much for being here, and if you're a returning viewer, then also thanks so much for being here and welcome back. So, in today's video we are chatting about my favourite things from last year. I think I'm a wee bit late to the game with this, but it's all good. So, beauty, kind of media, lifestyle, home. Is that lifestyle? Same diff. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please stay tuned. Also, consider subscribing if you aren't. It would really mean so much to me. And comment for engagement. Thank you! Also, if my shirt is annoying you throughout the course of this video, know you're not alone, because it's also annoying me. First up, we're going to chat about beauty things. This will be mostly makeup, a little bit of skincare. I don't really have anything else, to be honest, because I don't really do much of my hair. I'm still on a bit of a journey. Well, that's a lie. I was going to say I'm on a bit of a journey with my hair, but I've not really tried to commence the journey and actually learn how to do my hair, so I can't really say that. But hopefully by the end of this year, maybe I'll know how to like cut my hair or do anything with it. That would be the goal here. The first product is ding! This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Now, if you're like on the internet and you've not heard about this, I would be shocked. I use this as like a bit of a base to my makeup. I use the shade The Fair Pale. It actually still gives me a wee bit of a tan, which is quite confronting to say because it's still really pale. But I really like it. It's just nice and glowy. I tend to use this on its own, or I combine it with like a tinted moisturiser or a kind of low coverage foundation. Today I'm just wearing it with the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation. I'm actually quite happy with how it looks. Very pretty. I love the packaging. It's just got this big kind of chunky applicator. I'm almost out of this, to be honest. I would definitely have repurchased it, but in the last few months ELF have released something that's meant to be such a good dupe for this. So I'm going to try to get my hands on the ELF one, and then I'll maybe consider repurchasing this when I've got a wee bit more money. I'm on a bit of a no buy right now, so I'm filming this at the end of January and I've not bought anything for myself all of January, so I'm really pleased with myself, and I'll just kind of continue going with that for as long as I can because I'm trying to save money. So this is a favourite. It's really pretty. I just like it very much. Next up, I have the Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush, and this is in the shade Flushing For You. I love this stuff. It is £5 and it's just so pretty. It goes on really easily, it blends really easily. You don't need like loads of it. I love this colour. It's kind of like a dusky pink. It's such a pretty like everyday colour. I just love it so much, and it's so affordable. So this is one of my faves. Another one is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush, which also if you're on the beauty kind of side of the internet, you might have seen this. I have the shade Joy. So this is like a mini. The other ones are a lot bigger than this, I think. I don't know if they're about that size. But the mini's perfect because you actually need just the smallest amount. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't know if you can see. So that's the colour, and then that's kind of what it ends up looking like in your cheeks. Really pretty. As I said, this is a mini. I actually got this when Rare Beauty launched on Space NK in the UK, and they had like a gift set and it was Selena's faves. So I got this, a liquid highlighter in the same size, a mini mascara, and a red liquid lipstick. I actually really like the liquid lipstick as well. But yeah, this size is so perfect. As I say, you just need the tiniest amount. It's kind of like a pink coral, which is really nice, especially in summer. I wore this quite a lot in the summer. I had a few kind of hen weekends and stuff, and I wore it on them and I got quite a few little compliments, so a bit of a showstopper, has to be said. I would be interested to try the other shades, but I would just want to keep buying the minis. I don't know if they do minis in other shades, because I know that I would just take so long to get through the big ones. Minis are where it's at. But yeah, love this. This is basic, but I could not do my makeup without one of these. An eyelash curler. I have the like crappiest little sad eyelashes in the world, and I'm not saying by using this they transform into anything wild, but they look a lot better than how they look normally, so this is an absolute must for me. The mascara that I've been using for the last year is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, so I find that helps my lashes. It makes them look long despite me not having very many of them. I feel like being on like beauty side of the internet or TikTok and YouTube, you feel like you should be trying loads of different mascaras. I'll never really have like one on the go at once, if you know what I mean, because they just like dry up and get weird. So I recommend the L'Oreal one. I also like the Sky High one. If I was able to afford to get LVL regularly and like a lash lift, I would do that, but it's not in my budget right now, unfortunately. But oh god, I actually noticed such a difference. It makes me so happy. I noticed such a difference when I have my lashes done. Next up, we have some lip products. I think I've mentioned these like loads of times on my channel, but I love these. This is the Makeup Revolution X Soph collab from years ago. I have 3 different lipsticks in the shade Cake, Syrup and Fudge. So Cake is like a kind of dusky pink, Syrup is like a brownie pink, and then Fudge is like a brown. So I think if all the lipsticks in my makeup collection were to disappear and I only had these 3, I think I could make it work. Plus a red lipstick. I really think I can make it work. Like, I can guarantee that I'll be able to wear these with majority of the kind of makeup looks I do. They're just so good. They're also so cheap. I think they're like £5. I've given a few of these as gifts because they're really nice consistency as well. They stay on for like a decent amount of time and they're just like really soft on the lips, not too matte, just gorgeous. So I love these. My last favourite makeup product is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Now, I think I've also spoken about this a few times on my channel. I've not tried too many glosses. I think I've got a MAC one, I've got a Revolution one, I've got a Vive one, I've got Charlotte Tilbury ones, and this beats them all. I have the shade Fussy, which is like a pinky. I've actually got it on right now, and it's just so good. It's like moisturising as well as glossy. It doesn't like make your lips stick together. It's such a nice colour. I just love it. I can put this on top of like darker lipsticks as well, and it doesn't kind of, it's not like overly pink. I would really like to buy the kind of darker version of this. It's like more of a brownie one. I can't remember the name of it. I got my sister it for Christmas, so I need to find out if she's been enjoying it. But I would really like to purchase myself another one. I actually thought I'd lost this. I was at a wedding in August, and then I think my sister found it like months later in one of her bags, because we both had this in our handbags, and anyway, there was a mix up, but I got it back and I was so happy because I thought I'd lost it. I was so devastated, but I found it before I repurchased it, so I was really, really happy. My last beauty product is a skincare bit. Now, I'm not really an expert in skincare. I don't really know too much about it. If you have watched my vlog that I think has just been posted, I think the video before this, I would recommend that you watch that. You'll see that I got a few bits of skincare for Christmas, so I'm kind of trying to like revamp my skincare routine and just be a bit more knowledgeable about it. I keep it quite simple with what I use on my face, and the moisturiser that I have used probably over the last year, maybe the last like year and a half, is the CeraVe moisturiser. The one that I use is the dry to very dry. I have this big like fuck off tub of it that I use, and it's so good because I think it's maybe about like £15–20, but it lasts me so long. Like, I use it, Ryan uses it, it's just so good. It's so nice and thick, but it really kind of soaks into my skin. I use it morning and night and I really enjoy it. So also just so affordable, but does the job. I have pretty dry skin and it's not too bad, not too shabby. So yeah, the Ordinary moisturiser, no, CeraVe moisturiser. Okay, next I'm going to chat about some media type things that I've been enjoying. So like YouTube, podcasts, music, shows, film, etc. Okay, so first up is YouTube. I have a few different like categories of things that I enjoy to watch on YouTube. I've been watching quite a lot of Swiftie channels. If you're not interested in this, feel free to move forward, but I've got a few Swiftie recommendations if you are also a Swiftie. So I really love Chats React, who I'd say they're probably the biggest Taylor Swift content creators out there. I think they've probably got like the biggest following. Really love them. They just like make me so happy, and yeah, I just think they're great. I also really love Ali Sheehan. So she doesn't do strictly Taylor stuff, but she does do quite a bit of Taylor stuff. If you're my age or around my age, kind of like late 20s, you will probably really enjoy her content if you liked like Disney Channel and all that kind of stuff growing up. So she does a lot of like ranking videos, say like Jonas Brothers songs, Hannah Montana songs, pure pop culture, 2000s classics. Also though, like Disney kind of original movies, she's done videos on them. Like, she's just really, really good. And her kind of thing is about not being made to feel silly over what you like and things that you have loved since you've been a child, and I love that message. So I really enjoy her. She's just very positive vibes. I also really like the Swiftologist on YouTube. He does like kind of analytical content on things that are happening in media, and I really enjoy his stuff. He actually posted a kind of vlog series. He went and did a bit of like solo traveling in Japan and he vlogged it. The vlogs were such high quality, like they were amazing. They actually really inspired me to kind of up my vlog game. So over the next wee while I'm trying to kind of really improve my vlogs and just improve the quality and the edit and that kind of thing. So wish me luck on that journey, but I really like his channel. And it's not just Taylor Swift either. There's kind of a variation of videos that he does, so don't let that put you off. There's a few people that I like for kind of more lifestyle content. I really like Rachel Leary, so she's a UK based kind of influencer, and she does really good vlogs. They're just really wholesome and kind of chatty get ready with me's, and she just seems really nice, so I really like her videos. I also like Jessica Braun, who's a American YouTuber. She does this coffee chat series where she just kind of sits down and chats and answers questions and stuff from her audience, and I really like that series. It's really good to just like have in the background, and I really like it. I also really like commentary kind of videos and like video essays. This year I've kind of got into Jordan Teresa, who does quite a wide variation of video essays. Previously, when I was chatting about kind of YouTube and content that I like to watch, I would have mentioned a lot of true crime. But in the last year, I don't know if it's kind of because I've moved into my house and I'm a bit scared. I find it like it hits a wee bit different, the true crime stuff, so I've not really been listening to it as much. There's one person I still do watch quite religiously, and that is Kendall Ray. I really like her channel. She's so good at like giving back to these families that she speaks about and raising funds for charities and just kind of looking at things very thoughtfully, so I like her channel. She also covers really interesting cases of like small town cases where the stories are just so wild. I also still do watch Bailey Sarian, but she's not kind of posting as much true crime as she used to, but I still do like her, even though sometimes she's a wee bit insensitive, and that kind of is a bit tricky to listen to, but sometimes she's also just really funny, so it's a hard balance to strike. I'm not sure sometimes how I feel. Now onto podcasts. So I don't listen to too many podcasts, but there is one that I listen to religiously, and it is My Therapist Ghosted Me, which is hosted by Vogue Williams and Joanne McNally. I've actually got tickets to go see their show in May, I think. I'm going with my mum and sister. I'm actually so buzzing for that because I saw Joanne last year. I went with a few of my friends and my sister, and it was the funniest comedy gig I've ever been to. It was so funny, like I actually can't even describe it. I was like peeing myself laughing. She was just amazing. So I think the show will be really good. I highly recommend listening to the podcast if you've not. They're two Irish girls and they are just so funny. Another podcast that I listen to, but I actually watch it as more of like a YouTube channel, is Full Coverage, which is Manny, MUA and Laura Lee, kind of OG beauty influencers. It's funny because I never actually watched them when they were in their like heyday on YouTube, but I've watched it like since it started, and they're so funny. They're just like two best friends, and I just love the chats that they have. They do kind of like rapid fire episodes where they just talk about what's going on in like social media and pop culture and everything like that, and they're just really funny and I really enjoy them. In terms of music this year, obviously Taylor's my favourite just like forever, and we've had Midnights this year, so we've got like so much more content. Have we had anything else? Did we have anything else this year? No, just Midnights. Just Midnights. Just a full new album with like 23 songs on it. But I meant like no more re-recordings, I think. Fearless 2021, wasn't it? I wonder what's next. It's gotta be Speak Now, eh? Fingers crossed. Let's really hope. I'm actually like so excited for Speak Now. Anyway, so yeah, I've obviously been loving Taylor. Honourable mention, Harry's House came out this year. Harry's House was like my top songs on Spotify Wrapped, which I was low-key surprised by because of how much like Taylor Swift that I listen to all the time. But I think I just listened to Harry's House for like such a concentrated amount of time, partially because I went to Love on Tour and it was so good. And actually, I don't think I've spoken about this on my channel. I had amazing tickets. Like, in my head, I'm like, if I reached and Harry reached, we could have literally touched each other. Like, he was that close. I could see him so clearly. It was just the best. I'll pop in some footage because it was just like the best thing ever. had tickets for his previous tour, but then it was cancelled because of COVID. And then Harry Styles came out, and then Love on Tour was a month later or something. So I was like, I am learning every single lyric. I am gonna know this album inside out. And obviously I did. And it was just so good. We were also the first night of the tour, of his whole tour. So that was so good because I hadn't seen anything on like TikTok, nothing had been spoiled. And it was just amazing. I loved it. So yes, Harry's House is a standout for me. In terms of like TV and film, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I loved Don't Worry Darling. And that is not because I like Harry Styles, that was not the reason. I just thought it was such a good film. Me and Ryan went to see it in the Everyman cinema and we loved it. And we've kind of been trying to fill a bit of a void of those types of films, like psychological thrillers, ever since. Like we really enjoyed it. Since that, we've watched quite a few other like kind of similar vibes, like in terms of like that genre, like Midsummer, The Menu, which I really liked. We actually watched, what was it? Slaughter? Oh, I can't remember. Something last night, it was fucking weird. But yeah, I really loved Don't Worry Darling. It was actually very funny because, as I said, we went to see it in the Everyman cinema, and it has very kind of 60s, 70s kind of style decor, which is so similar to what the set in Don't Worry Darling was like. So at one point I got up to go to the toilet, all the tiles on the walls and all the carpets and stuff, I was like, oh my god, I literally feel like I'm in the film. And if you've seen it, you're like, oh my god, I'm actually in a fucking simulation, like what the hell's going on? So I was kind of tripping out, I can't lie. And then we were leaving and I was like, yeah, that was really good, like I really enjoyed it. And I was like, see, at one point I went to go to the toilet and he was pure, nah, me too. Like we both felt like we were tripping out when we went to the toilet. And we were actually walking out and we were like, are we in a simulation right now? Like, are all these people paid actors? We were kind of convinced of it. It was actually really creepy, I can't lie. But I really loved Don't Worry Darling. Obviously all the discourse surrounding it was kind of like interesting and it was actually quite funny, but it didn't like impact how I felt about the film. I just really enjoyed it. So if you have any recommendations that I might enjoy because I enjoyed that, then let me know please. Thanks. I was trying to have a wee think in terms of like TV shows and stuff that I'd really enjoyed, and there weren't many standouts. However, at the end of 2022, I watched Traitors, the UK version. And see, when I tell you that show was like the best show I've ever watched in my entire life, and I was hooked and I could not get enough, and that's a fact. I was obsessed. Me and I were both obsessed. We would sit with our poor hood fleeces on, acting like we were actually the traitors, carrying candles about, like it was so good. I just finished the American Traitors. Not quite as good. Kind of rubbish. Well, not rubbish, but just not as good. I didn't like the kind of reality star aspect of it. I was just like, why spoil a good thing? Like, it was good that they were normal people. But yeah, I just loved the UK version. It was so good. Everyone was so emotional. Like, tensions were so high. It was just amazing. I highly recommend watching it if you've not seen it. Like, it's a must see. Genuinely. Everyone that I've told to watch it and they have, we've chatted about it and been like, this is the best thing ever. It's so good. I popped on a wee light because it's kind of getting dark outside. So last thing to chat about is kind of more lifestyle bits. Oh well, actually, our clothes and stuff, like lifestyle, I don't know. Anyway, 2022 is the year that I became a tote bag girl. This is what I was using for the majority of 2022. It is Treat People with Kindness, Harry, kind of merch. This is from Etsy. See if you're wanting like merch that isn't like super obvious or just stuff that's nice. Go on Etsy, don't use the actual artist website because the stuff is so expensive. Etsy is definitely where it's at. I know that's not a new thing to say. I got a couple more for Christmas, which is so cute. And these are both Taylor ones, lol. So I got this one, Taylor's version, and this one, all of the people I've ghosted stand there in the room. So cute. But yeah, I am now a tote bag girly. I'm shook. They're so good. They can actually carry so much, so I don't know why I've not considered them until now, but yeah. Am I too old? Am I too old to carry a tote bag?
Am I hotter than these little bitches?
One piece of clothing which I got last year and absolutely love and cannot stop wearing is another Taylor thing, but is this top. I've wanted something like this for so long and I kept seeing them on Etsy and online and stuff, but they were all from American websites. This is from a UK seller. He was on Etsy and now I think his shop got banned because like copyright stuff. But he does a ton of like other artists. He's got like, I really want the Olivia Rodrigo one, and there's a Harry Styles one, can't remember who else there is. But there's like loads of people, like whoever your fave is, they're probably on his website. But I just love that top and it's such nice quality and it's kind of oversized and I love it. My favourite like item of clothing of all time is my fleece hoodie, which I actually don't have to show you. But I think you generally don't want to see it, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to tell you the last time it was washed, but I simply cannot tell you that information, unfortunately. But It's just so good. See, when I'm like sitting on the couch, cozy, head to toe, fleece hoodie on, pretending that I'm a traitor, just the best thing ever. Something that I purchased last autumn, which literally changes my personality when I put it on, is bonjour, this little beret. I can't tell if it's on right. I can't see what it looked like. I meant like crazy, but this like changed my personality. This one's from Zara and they did have multiple colours with like pink, black, cream. I just think it's so cute and I want to be French and I wear it. Bonjour. It's actually a wee bit traumatising in a way because I was supposed to be going to Paris last year, like October or something, and then didn't end up going because we didn't have any money. So this is just triggering me. But it's fine. I can just bring Paris to me in the form of this little cute hat and brie cheese. So yeah, who needs Paris, really? Last but not least is kind of home bits. I mean, one of my favourites for 2022 is my house. Me and Ryan moved into our new home last May 2022. I'll link a video up here actually showing the kind of process of us moving in and what we have done since we moved in. And yeah, being in our wee home together, cooking all our wee meals, sitting in our wee living room, it is one of my favourites. Special shout out to the room that I'm in right now. Go and watch the other video so you can see the before and after of this room. But this is kind of the only room that we've properly done it. Oh, I tell a lie actually. We just did the downstairs toilet, so that'll be coming up in a upcoming video. Need to get some artwork up. I think that's maybe one of the next things around here. Get some artwork maybe here or in the other wall. The walls are a wee bit bare, but I love this room because it's so cozy. Other faves, this candle. Oh god, it smells so good. I got this as a gift from my sister who previously got it as a gift, a different one, from her friend who lived in Dubai. And then when my sister went to visit her friend who lived in Dubai, she got this. White Barn is the company and it's mahogany teak wood high intensity. But this is sold in Bath and Body Works. And Bath and Body Works has now came to the UK and is sold in Next. So it's a triple wick candle and ours unfortunately no longer lights, but there's still some kind of wax in there, so I'm going to pop it in a wax melt, but I'm going to get a new one because we actually have a voucher for Next, so it really works out. The smell is kind of reminiscent of Abercrombie stores and like fierce aftershave. Don't let that put you off, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice, I love it so much. In the same kind of vein as candles, an electric candle lighter. We have normal lighters and I burn myself, I can't deal with them. Get this, it's so much easier. See this? You can get them on Amazon, a bunch of different places. So good. Sometimes our gas hob will like stop working if we've washed it or something like that, or it's got too wet. And lighting it with this versus a normal like lighter, so much less risky. So these are just the best. An absolute must if you're moving into a new home and try to kind of build up your kitchenware and everything like that is IKEA glasses, but specifically like wine glasses, cocktail glasses, that kind of thing. We got a set of these ones, which are I think like champagne coupes. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but these are so cool. Whenever my friends are around, we call them the Gatsby glasses, and I think they're actually for champagne, but you can obviously use them for any kind of fizz or cocktails as well, like really good for like espresso martinis, that kind of thing. So yeah, I love these and I feel so bougie when I drink from them, so love these. There's also just the other kind of square neck IKEA ones that they have in like Prosecco, white wine, red wine. Another fave is our air fryer. I'm going to insert what one we have because I'm not actually entirely sure, but we use the air fryer all the time. It's so good. Love it specifically for salmon and for if I'm making like a chicken pasta or like a chicken curry. See, doing the chicken in the air fryer and then adding it to the pasta or whatever at the very end so that it's not kind of dried out throughout the process of cooking the rest of their sauce. It's so good. I love it. It just keeps the chicken so tender and delicious, and you add all your seasonings and it's just so good. We don't have one of the double compartment ones or anything like that, but right now for us like that's enough for what we want to do with it, but it's so good. I love the air fryer. Our Hoover as well. I actually recently recommended the Hoover to my sister and she's like, this has changed my life. It was the first Hoover that I bought. I don't have a lot of kind of comparison, but we use the Shark. Again, I'll insert the actual name of it, but it's really good. It's got the kind of hard floor and then carpet setting. It also charges up really quick. It folds away really compactly, and they give you a wee bag with all the inserts and the charger and stuff. and yeah, it's just really good. It's also quite wee, so it can fit under like wee spaces, and it can also go like really low, so if you're going under the couches and stuff, you don't need to get like your hands and knees and get down there. So yes, really enjoy the Shark Hoover. I'm going to chat about two things that are kind of new, so it's trying to cheat a wee bit, but I'm like, these are so good. First of all is this little pizza cutter. Cut to the footage. Okay, the next home item is this pizza cutter. I don't think we actually had a pizza cutter when we moved in, and I told my mum and she was totally affronted. And then she got us this little basic one. It's so cute. This looks really rubbish, but it's actually nice. Done.
So bite that way.
What?
Bite that way.
See ya. And the next one is these taco holders. So those are from Amazon, and previously we were just putting our tacos in like bowls, but this is so much easier. It's just so nice and tidy. It keeps them all separate. They're just great. Love them so much. So yes, defo, if you are regular taco eaters, then get yourself some good taco holders. You will not regret it. Okay, well that is everything from me today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of favourites video. It was a wee bit random assortment of areas of my life, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any faves that you feel like you need to share with me, I would love to know. I do not need to be influenced anymore to like buy shit or add stuff from a list of things I would like to buy, but I'm always up for suggestions. So please comment down below. If you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. It really, really helps me out. I appreciate any support that you can offer this channel in terms of likes, comments, shares, anything like that. It really does mean the world to me. So thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you very much. I will hopefully see you in my next video, but in the meantime, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye!